morning, children. So you have come from standard 7 to standard 8. So first semester you are having first lesson you are having about arrival of European in India. You know all, European means English people, we call them British, who ruled over us for 200 years. How did they came to India? And India at that time was very famous. Understand, India was also known as Golden Bird. All the people worldwide wanted to trade, and they wanted to trade. First, the Arabs who came from northeast, they came walking, they came on camels, and they came and they wanted to trade. They used to trade with us. They used to they had the permission and they had always the trade. But Constantinople, they stopped the trade route, and then it was very difficult for them, and they thought of that this our way is being stopped. So anyway we have to find any sea route to India. So all worldwide they were trying to find the sea route to India, because our India was one country where all spices were available. Understand? So cotton was very important for cotton, some spices like cloves and cardamom. So these all was very important. So they wanted the spices, they wanted to trade for this. So we will see now how did they enter. First, all were trying that which sea route we can reach to India. First person was Christopher Columbus, who ventured to find the sea route to India. So he was the first person. He reached not to India, but he reached to America. For many years he thought that this was only India, but unfortunately it was America. He came to know that this is America. So the people who are natives of America, they are called Red Indians. And people who live on islands, Caribbean, they are called as West Indies. We know that West Indies, Caribbean island, group of people living on Caribbean islands are known as West Indies. Now, so he was trained to find out the real sea route to India. Then after that, Vasco da Gama, who was a Portugal, he also tried his best to find the sea route to India. He came Cape of Good Hope round Africa and reached to Indian Ocean, and he reached right to India, Calicut. There Zamorin, who was the king who was ruling there, because there were many kings, they had many dynasties and different kings were ruling there. So he gave the permission for them, for the Portuguese to rule over India. So for 100 years, Portuguese ruled over India. At that time, when they found the fort on Hooghly, and lastly, what happened? They ruled for 100 years. After, Subedar of West Bengal complained to Shahjahan. At that time when European entered India, we had Mughal ruler. At that time, Shahjahan was ruling over Delhi. At that time, he came and he complained to Shahjahan that the misbehavior of Portuguese. They thought because they were in competition, and what was done? Lastly, their fort was burned. Portuguese fort was burned and it was been ruined. So everything, their fort was ruined and they came to end. At that time, when they finished, Dutch people, now it is present Holland, people of Holland, now it is called Netherlands. So the people came from this Dutch and they ruled for years. At that time, even Britishers entered our India for the trade and they had competition. So Dutch people and English people, they were in very high competition and they did not allow Dutch to stay in India for the rule, and it was the Britisher who took away the power from them, and they came. At that time, Queen Elizabeth of England, she made one East India Company, and she gave the permission, and she gave the journey ship and everything to them, and to find a new sea to India. So at that time, William Hawkins, first time he came there on the voyage, but he was not given the permission, so he returned back. Now soon after that, Sir Thomas Roy from England, he arrived and met Shahjahan and asked that for the permission to trade with him, with King. Understand? Now at that time he was given the permission. Now when French was ruling at that time, they had very competitive, so they did not allow them. And then Sir Thomas Roy arrived and he settled on Calicut, and he also built a fort on Surat. Understand? And then there was a very competition between them, and they were very powerful ruler, and they started their business with India. So this was about Sir Thomas Roy, and they also came to know about the idea of Indians. Understand? And Indians, and then slowly they came to know that Indians are backward, and slowly one by one they came, and the ruler who was Sirajuddaula, he also, they asked him that we will make you the Nawab of Bengal. So they came in their clutches of the Britisher, and at last Sirajuddaula, they made the leader, but Sirajuddaula, he failed to pay the tax. When they came to know that tax was not given in time, at that time they made his son-in-law the Nawab of Bengal, and they were only the person who were trying to cause the battle. So Battle of Buxar was found, Battle of Plassey was found, and so these different battles started during the time of British only. They were only the person who made this Plassey and Buxar to fight against each other, and when Sirajuddaula, he had to lose that, they had strong battle between this, and it was lastly the English people who wins over this, and then nearly they ruled for 200 years. Slowly one by one we will come to know this is only just arrival of India. How did they came to India? On the base of trade. They did not say that we are going to rule, but only we are going to trade with you. So they were allowed, and lastly we will see how they came and settled, and how they damages our, and how orthodox people came in their mind. Thank you.